Welcome back. 5:14 this morning. A winter storm warning has just ended in Chicago, but there's still some very heavy snow falling just south of the city in Kankakee. Check out that wind. This is a live look from the Kankakee River Dam where there is still a winter storm warning in effect. Laura?
And that's the thing about this event is that it depends on where you're at.
Yes.
And the conditions you're seeing. So it is snowing heavily. It's coming in from the side.
Right.
Windswept, and if you've got people out on the roads in that direction, I mean, you've got some big time problems out there.
But you look outside here, nothing.
I mean, well, we got something.
Something. I shouldn't say nothing.
No. Yeah. We've just had the opportunity to clean up. We've been done now for at least an hour or so.
Right.
So crews, we work fast around here in Chicago, so we thank the crews that have been working around the clock to make sure everything is a-okay. But it's the neighborhoods and those side streets, naturally, whenever we talk about winter, that's always going to be a little bit slower when you talk about the cleanup effort on that front. But so far, several inches of snow. You can see on our map right here, the bullseye, the heaviest snow and the highest amounts that we've picked up so far. It's still really early in the morning. At this point in the morning, we typically don't get a whole lot of reports as far as how much, but we've got this big area of blue right through Gary, all the way to eastern Will County out toward Kankakee, which we just showed you. It is still actively snowing right now. This blue shading here on our map, anywhere between 4 to 8 inches, but I have seen some reports that already have hit that double-digit mark, upwards of a foot of snow already. Now, additional snow, not expected to put us back up into the double digits, especially across Chicago, but we do have that winter weather advisory. That was a winter storm warning. This is new information that just came into the Weather Center about 15 minutes ago. We still have winter storm warnings in effect for Lake County, northern Cook County, southern Cook County, and Will County, Kankakee, and that's going to be into the midday hours. Northwest Indiana, that's going to be in the evening that we'll see that eventually dropping off. But here's a look at the radar, and it's not as busy from earlier this morning. In fact, really starting to break apart, but we still have some really intense snow farther to the south, also up toward the north, right through Kenosha, Waukegan. That's where we do have poor visibility and snow that's now pushing right through Zion, approaching into Buffalo Grove, and I believe we have a crew headed in that direction. So we'll check in with some of our crews around Chicago now. But across Chicago, there's that big lull, and it's been at least relatively quiet now for about an hour or so. To the south, though, anything but heavy snow, low visibility, and snow that's coming down at a fast clip. So that's why you're likely going to see some of those double-digit reports as we eventually see this lake effect snow pivot on out of here. Around the region, on so road conditions here, we've got snow-covered roads, some pockets where you've got heavy snow being reported right down 57 out toward that 80 corridor right there to northwest Indiana. So crews are out right now. Visibility, it's poor, especially with these high winds, some wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Put this all together, you've got wind chills in the teens. Your forecast for today goes like this. We have snow in the morning, but then improving conditions. But Kylie and I were just talking about the radar trend, and we're really not expecting a whole lot more. So this is why I toss it over to Kylie to break down what she'd expect the rest of the day.
Exactly, Laura. So Laura pinpointed out the heaviest bands of lake effect right now. We're still going to be monitoring that trend for the next few hours. But as we go through the afternoon, that band is going to be shifting off towards the east, so favoring northwest Indiana, and then by tonight we're not going to be under that weather alert anymore because the lake effect snow is going to gradually come to an end. But here's what you can expect with your hour-by-hour futurecast. So as we stop the clock here at 8 a.m., we're still going to be monitoring this one band of snow to be pushing out of Cook County but into Lake County in Indiana, eventually favoring Porter County, even sinking as far southbound as Newton and Jasper counties. That's going to be for the mid-morning into the early afternoon, and then finally that band does track farther off towards the east, impacting the port, and then the rest of us across Illinois, Indiana, finally have some improvements on that front. How much snow is still yet to come? We're still going to be be in for maybe a half an inch to an inch near the immediate lakefront, especially across Illinois. But Indiana, that's where we're still expecting the bullseye to happen later on today, where we could see a few more inches of snowfall. For today, 35 degrees. That's going to be your high, but feeling like the 20s because of these blustery conditions. So start to finish for today, make sure to bundle up and dress warm. And then as we look ahead to the middle and the end of the upcoming work week, this week it is going to be a little bit better once we start to see that sunshine. That's going to help melt the snow, and our temperature is going to go back into the 50s for your Thursday and Friday.